Imagine running hundreds of complex web tests perfectly, with zero human errors, in a fraction of a second. Today, we are going to build the exact professional-grade environment that makes that automation possible, starting completely from scratch. This is our pre-flight checklist. Before we write any code, you need a stable internet connection, Java JDK version 8 or higher installed on your machine, and your Java_home environment variable properly configured. Taking 2 minutes to verify these system settings right now will save you from untangling hours of frustrating configuration errors down the line. Step 1 is getting our workspace. Open your web browser and head directly to the official JetBrains website. You want to download the Community Edition of IntelliJ IDEA. It is completely free, and the default installation settings provide exactly what we need. Once installed, launch the application and click New Project. This menu dictates how our entire automation architecture will be organized and built. Under the project details, ensure your language is set to Java, and for your build system, explicitly select Maven. Next, we assigned our core naming conventions. Set the group ID to com.methaxel and name the artifact ID Selenium Project. By routing our build through Maven, we are using an industry-standard package manager that will quietly and automatically download all the complex testing libraries we need in the background. Now that our workspace is generated, direct your attention to the project structure panel on the left side of your screen. Locate and open the pom.xml file. Think of this document as the central nervous system for your project's dependencies. We need to tell Maven to fetch our automation tools. Go ahead and paste the standard Selenium dependency code directly into this file. Here is where many first-time setups fail. Simply pasting the code does nothing until you sync the file with your IDE. To execute the sync, find the small M logo in the top right of the editor and click this refresh icon to load Maven changes. Your Java code cannot talk directly to a web browser. It sends commands through an intermediary called the WebDriver. For Chrome, you need the Chrome driver executable. This connection breaks if your driver version doesn't perfectly match your installed Chrome browser. If your Maven dependencies aren't synced or your driver version is mismatched, your automation script won't even compile, let alone run. With the wiring complete, let's write our test. Navigate to your SRC folder, right-click, and create a brand new Java class. Inside this empty editor, paste in the provided sample Selenium execution code. To execute the command, right-click anywhere inside the text editor and locate the option to click Run. Behind the scenes, the powerful IDE instantly compiles your Java syntax and boots up the internal WebDriver service. Then you will see a brand new, isolated Chrome window physically launch on your screen. Without you touching the mouse or keyboard, the browser will type in the URL and navigate directly to your target web page. Once the page loads and the defined actions are complete, the window automatically shuts itself down. Watching that browser open and close on its own confirms that every layer of our IDE, package manager, and driver architecture is communicating flawlessly. You have just crossed the gap from manual clicking to programmed automation. This is a troubleshooting chart for the most common roadblocks. If your browser crashes on launch, update your driver. If you see dependency errors, reload Maven. And if the browser doesn't open at all, double-check your version match. What you have built today is the foundational environment. It is the exact base layer required to scale tests across hundreds of web pages. To elevate this single script into an enterprise-grade testing suite, your next tools will be specialized frameworks like TestNG for parallel execution and Cucumber for behavior-driven testing. But before adding those layers, knowing how to configure this IntelliJ and Selenium environment from scratch is your first necessary step toward a career in professional software automation.